First time playing this game, we'll see how I feel with playing it. I've seen people play it before, and it seems pretty good and all that, but first, audio. That's master, that's voice, music. Sound effects down a little bit. Cinematic can stay right about there. Voice can stay up, because it'll help me a lot. That can stay where it's at. And now back. Video, I need to brighten it up some. Oh wow, yeah. Looks like I'm going to need it kind of at max. Let's see. Oh, this would be perfect for touchpads, so I could do stuff like this easier. But now let's go back to audio and see. Yeah, the names are slightly more visible now. Yeah, I don't get this. Why are these so gray on gray? I get you want it to be dark and gloomy, but can we at least read what we're doing, please? Ooh. Definitely not. Mission reminders, yes. Invert y-axis, no. Vibration. I mean, it sometimes tells me when I get hit when I don't know what's going on, so. Let's see. Senses. Walk target. It's camera. Walk or jog. So, click left, senses. Right click, walk target. Move my camera, walk or jog. Use item, switch main hand weapon, switch offhand weapon, use item. Offhand attack, main hand attack. Dodge. Hold it to sprint. Interactions. I'm not big on these controls, man. Vampiric mesmerize. Vampiric skills or medical checkup. Oh, can I not customize these at all? No? Okay. I mean, I kind of figured I wouldn't be able to, but character progression is faster. If you kill citizens, combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. Combat is very easy. There is no reward for finishing this mode without killing any citizens. So don't kill citizens and do good, and you know, don't kill citizens, do good stuff, and try to progress decently quick and do what I need to do. Does that say... Yeah, that does say kill. Everything is so small. It might be because part of my screen's cut off whenever I'm broadcasting. It's rude, game. Hard, your power as a vampire is tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill and hit harder. Experience points rewarded by hitting enemies in combat are reduced. I want to stick with this. I'm definitely not going to be... I am not one of those people that has the skills or the patience to min-max a character to handle, you know, the hardest difficulties. You throw me in Halo, I might be able to complete it on heroic, if not legendary. You know, that's a shooter. I can handle harder difficulties on that. It's more, you know, taking my time and using reflexes and stuff. But in RPG games, I have to have the proper abilities. I have to have the proper reflex and aim and all that. Because if I'm targeting the wrong enemy, I'm going to get killed. You know, I don't have the right abilities. I'm not going to be versatile enough for the situation I need. Or I'm not going to be skilled enough in the proper ability due to the fact that we try to be too versatile. I mean, you get my drift. So I tend to just find this play style and stick with it. Like, if I want to be stealth and try to sneak around, I try to max out my stealth so I can literally just do nothing but assassinations the entire game. If I want to try to murder everything, I try to max out my health and damage and just slaughter whatever's in my way. You get what I'm saying, guys? I know this is probably never going to be seen by more than like 3 people, but
I saw them
You want to talk as if you're sitting here listening to me.
Machines made for endless
And yes,
war.
I'm going to talk
New
kind of over
questions
these
flourish
because
as old answers
I've already watched
wither.
somebody play through
What
all
is
of this,
darkness but
and you can read
lurking
the
sun?
subtitles. You know,
What is
I'm
war
not
but enslaved
trying to worry about the
strength?
story.
What is
I'm not just going to
glass
skip
but
it,
tortured
but I'm not going to
sand?
worry about being
What is
silent
song
during
but a
it,
call to arms?
because
What is hate
I'm not here,
but jilted
you know,
love?
to show you me
What is
reading
life
the story.
but death?
The only reason I'm not
Pending.
skipping it is because it's the very beginning. It's the first couple of things. You might want to know how it starts, but at least you can read it. I don't know how to shut up. And I am a little bit of a jerk. I'll be honest. Like, if you come here for somebody to just be bending, you know, be like, oh, you want to know, you want to see all the cutscenes? I will watch them all, you know, I'll be quiet during them. Nah, I'm gonna do me. You know, you can play the game or watch somebody who does a silent walkthrough or whatever. If you don't like how I do things, don't try to ask me to change it. I'm here, I'm not trying to stream for money. I'm not trying to stream for fame. I'm here streaming so that the people who like how I play can get entertainment out of it, or like how I rage or get salty or get irritated or curse or whatever. Whatever makes you, if you get happiness from watching me, you know, making fun of me, if that's the way you're doing it, or, you know, just being like, okay, this is somebody I can relate to, good for you, you know, you get something out of it. I made somebody's day brighter. But there's 1,000 people out there who do the, don't talk over the cutscenes, you know, try to do everything this specific way, do all the challenges and all that. Then you got me, who's just gonna play it the way I play it. I'm gonna do my thing. I might do challenges if I end up actually getting a lot of people who enjoy who enjoy my personality more than the games. You know, like, oh, you know, you're a person who curses or whatever. We like the way you rage. We like you getting salty. It's funny. Then I'll play some challenges that I will probably never complete and be salty and rage. You know. So, I am following the trail of blood. Wait, oh, it's over there. Take me to it! I want more blood. Oh, nope, the trail goes this way. I see somebody. Also, I know what's about to happen.
So thirsty. Everything will be fine again.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Mary.
Sorry, guys.
No.
I have to aim my air conditioner somewhere else in a minute.
It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me. This is a nightmare.
Stop there!
I need to get out of here. This can't be happening.
Over there! There's one of them.
No, please, stop. I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled? Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill that thing!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you?
Stupid beast! Trust the leech, boys!
No, please, stop!
Where am I trying to go? Oh, nope. That's not the way. What is the way? One of you know the way. I know one of you knows the way. Tell me the way. Oh. Hello. Where does this take me? No, nowhere? Seriously? Well, that's just fair. I don't want to have to murder everybody. But I guess the game insists. Jeez.
Who are you?
Bloody leech!
What do you want? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I had to kill them. Mean.
I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Seriously? Fuck off.
I need to find shelter.
I already know how to sprint. What I want to know is how to crouch.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and shadow takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an E. That's impossible.
I don't really need this, do I? I forgot for a minute that I was talking to people. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I took the headset off. Because I'm
Mary!
throwing my hoodie on me.
Mary! Mary, I'm sorry.
Directly on me. But turned it the other way.
Whoever did this to us, I will find.
So I have to turn it on me during the day, but at night when it starts to cool off, I have to turn it off with me. So that, I don't get, how shall we say, frozen. But if I'm not directly in front of it, I'm nice and warm and cozy. Well, cool and cozy, not necessarily warm. Technician's not doing his job, not is it? Unless it's midsummer and I'm doing Oh, you're not going to let me break that. Also, sorry about the accent. I don't know why. I just slipped into it. It's not my real voice. I was hearing my real voice earlier. But for some reason, it just seems to be.
12 dreams for the red leaves on a brown stone.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me?
No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
At least they left me some shillings behind.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
No, it never got easy.
Sorry, I exhaled that really fast. It's not gonna happen. I see things that I'm not looking for. Like exposition dumps.
as high. I cannot leave now.
Oh. Okay.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all.
Sorry, apparently you don't know how to shut up. I'll give the very You're a doctor, you know better than that. And yes, I know that from the thing we just watched where he was in the military and he was healing somebody.
Rational thinking only.
I want to see if something special happens if I just sit here and don't press the button. And your elapsed time is at 23 minutes even, so I'm going to wait until at least 25-minute mark. Or please try to. I don't have a ton of patience. This is one of those things where it's just going to go on forever until I press the button. Go to sleep, take a couple hour nap, and then come back and see what happened. I mean, that's one bonus about the streams and stuff. I could literally walk away and do something else. Be like, guys, I'll be right back. I want to see what happens from this. I'm going to go get myself some food and water, and then go get myself some food and water and come back and see what happened. Actually, that's a good idea. I can always watch the stream later and find out what happened. For now, I am going to go and get me some food. Maybe or maybe not water. I'm not sure. Be back. Sooner or later. Really? Wow. I don't like this. Man, it's gonna be a few minutes before I get to do anything else. Well, guys, I want to grab me some water, which I didn't do before because I wanted to make sure that I got fat in a decent amount of time. When I get back, I guess I'll talk to you guys and you know, see what happens. You right back? Hey, boo boo. guys. Sorry for making y'all suffer. I'm back. I have no excuse for being on for so long other than the only ice in the house is a big, huge bag of ice that has been thawed and refrozen multiple times. Or at least it's melted enough to refreeze together as a big old brick. I tried breaking all the ice on the top and stuff, but they just hid farther down in the bag. So I ended up eventually, using my brain, laying on its side and then breaking it and then freezing my hand scooping out the ice. Still didn't get enough ice for this 44-ounce cup of water, but better than nothing. So this is going to be a long stream, simply because of this loading thing. I would say if you're still here at this point, skip 5-10 minutes ahead. And if you see that I've been playing, then just rewind a little bit so you can find out roundabout where I was able to start doing stuff again. If you feel like sticking around and listen to me talk, then I guess my first question is, how is your day? Now, that sounds a bit interesting, however, since all I'm able to hear is the wind, which always sounds interesting. Sarcasm on the wind part. I can't tell if your day is going good or bad, but if it's going bad, I hope it's going to do better. If it's doing good, then I hope you can rub some of that good day off on somebody else and maybe in return get a smile that makes your day better. I don't know if your day can get better, but hopefully it does, and hopefully you can share some of that good day with somebody else who's not having such a good day. Now, like I said before, I curse a lot. Me streaming is not meant for people who are little children. I'm going to say if you're 15 or older and you know how to watch your mouth, then, feel free to watch without, I'm not going to say that you should not talk to your parents, but I know how teenagers are. You're not going to talk to your parents about it. For most of you, there are some who would, and you're just going to watch it. But you've got to know how to control your mouth. Because if you hear it, you're going to eventually start thinking it. And if you start thinking it, you're eventually going to start saying it. So you have to know how to control your thoughts, or at least think before you speak. Because that's how I became a cursing person in the first place. I did not know how to think before I spoke, and I was hanging around people who were cursing too much. I was like, oh, I won't start cursing. Eventually, instead of thinking, oh man, that sucks, I started thinking, oh shit, that sucks. And then eventually I started saying it. And eventually all shit turned into, oh, fuck, that sucks. And eventually, oh, fuck, that sucks turned into, you motherfucker, you just fucked up my day. So here I am today. I'll try to tone it down some. That way I'm not just going, fucking motherfucking bitch-ass motherfucker the entire time. Because I rage a lot. I get salty a lot. I really do. Especially when I keep trying stuff and it just does not seem to work. No matter how many times I try, how patient I try to be. Perfect example is back when I played Halo on Xbox, there was an achievement for Halo Reach, I believe it was, called They Came to Hear Me Beg, or If They Came to Hear Me Beg. I always forget if there's an if at the beginning or not. But basically what it is jump from a height where the fall damage would kill you and survive by assassinating an elite. I got it on my second try, on my first account. However, that account would not work at all for some reason with our card. So we had to get me another account that would let it work, and it worked. And then eventually I lost access to that account due to some stupid email issues. So I ended up making a third account, and I think I eventually made a fourth one. But I eventually managed to get a couple of them back. Years later. But so I ended up earning that achievement 3 times, I believe. I know I earned it twice, because on my second account I spent 9 hours working on that achievement. And I say 9 hours, it was probably more like 5 or 6. But I would have sworn if it was 9 at the time, and I can't remember what it truly was now. Anyway, I kept jumping off. I kept assassinating the elite, and I kept surviving. But because I didn't pull off the animation by holding the button, I still took some damage because I basically assassinated the elite and landed on him before his corpse fell to the ground, causing me to take fall damage and survive it. But if I would have held the button, which I didn't know that for all those hours, I would have completed it because I would have assassinated him without taking any damage. So, I spent 5+ hours jumping off a cliff and assassinating the same elite over and over and over and over again. There was several times where the elite was just, for some reason, just farther away or too close, where I ended up not being able to get behind him and landing directly on his head. There was times where he had turned around and faced me while I was falling from the sky. And then he didn't notice me until I landed in front of him and died. So, I ended up getting really salty during the times that the elite would just turn around right as I jumped off the cliff. Or, if I tried waiting, he would start to walk away right as I jumped off the cliff. And I got so aggravated that at multiple times I ended up trying to crush my controller in my hands. And it took everything I had not to try to bend it and snap it. I cursed at that game so many times. I was so salty. I called that name every uncreative curse word you could think of in the English language. And I came up with some creative ones too back at that time. At least I thought they were creative later when I thought about them. But for the life of me, I can't remember them. And that's how irritated I got. Just off of one achievement. And it wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't for the fact I was redoing the achievement. I couldn't figure out why these assassinations weren't counting. I wasn't dying, I was surviving, and I was assassinating it, and it was a height that would have killed me. I mean, I'm making the same jump every single time, but the game just didn't register it that way. I had to do the animation. And I know I got it twice, and I would think the third time I was like, I can probably get this in an hour if I actually try, since I know the trick to it now. And I don't think I actually got it within an hour. I think if I did get it, it took me a couple of them. And on one of the Call of Duty games I played on Xbox, I got this interesting kill. It was within the XM25 on MW3 on the, I forget what it's called. I think it's called a ground. I was on the side that had the big metal plate up in front that you could walk behind, and the enemy was over there by the 2 tubes that were sticking out of the ship. And this isn't an achievement, but it's an achievement for me. I did not have a sniper rifle. I sucked with sniper rifles. I had an XM25 though that was able to shoot as far as I needed it to. And I stepped up long enough to look to where he was so that I was lined up on his location and lay back down. I stood back up, aimed up just a little bit because I thought I was aimed at his chest, zoomed in with my XM25, pulled the trigger before I could fully see, and let go and laid back down. And on my screen, with a grenade launcher, it said long shot, headshot, and I did it from across the map with an XM25 grenade launcher. I have never been able to quickscope somebody in an actual match ever in my life, but I quickscoped somebody. Let me phrase it. I've never been able to do it with a sniper rifle, but I quickscoped somebody and got a long shot headshot with a grenade launcher. But nobody on my friends list would tell me how to save the clip. I didn't know how theater worked at the time. I didn't even know it existed, but I knew people had clips. and I asked everybody I knew how to do it. And at the time, I didn't have a smartphone, so I wasn't able to just pull up the internet because I didn't have a computer or anything. And I don't even think 360s had browsers on them. If they did, I didn't know about it. So I ended up never getting to save it. I ended up having my hard drive go out on me not long after that. I happened to get another one. And then I ended up having a friend like, yeah, you can pawn my Xbox 360 for me. Just make sure you pawn it over here, in town. And if they don't give you at least $30 for it, do not pawn it. Because I definitely want to get it back. And he's like, alright, I got you. He went the town over and pawned it for 15. And then came back like he was happy that he had followed my instructions or something. Like, no, go and get it back. He wouldn't go and get it back. And he wouldn't take me to get it back, even though I was willing to pay with my own money because he sold it to them. I wanted it back. I had a lot of Halo games and stuff on that thing that I had played, and I had my account on there, which my girlfriend at the time had got me to change the email for it to an email she had created, and to this day I cannot remember what that email was. So to this day I cannot get back on my account that has the pre-order bonuses for Halo 4, including the Spartan armor set for my avatar. It also had my Minecraft for Xbox 360. So, yeah, I'm still salty about that one. Anyway, once this is done, I'm going to try to do stealth. That way I can kill the vampires when I need to and run from the non-vampires. Or at least run from the innocent humans. I want to try to kill as few humans as possible. I don't know how to tell the difference unless it attacks me and uses vampire abilities or bites me, because I haven't actually played this much. I watched somebody play through it, but I wasn't paying attention to if they were killing humans or vampires. I was just watching them play, and I probably won't remember any of the stuff that they did. I mean, I remember like one thing that was later in the game, which had to do with catching a guy doing something with the injured or dead or whatever. I forget. It was in an area that was locked that you couldn't get into until you was able to get to that point, and it let you in there, and then you were able to follow the guy and figure out what he was doing or something. But I don't remember all that. I do remember one thing, which was one of my favorite NPCs in the game, and that's the insane lady who thinks she's a vampire. But I'm not, but I'm always in the game. I was always, when I was watching the guy play the game, I was always just like, I am 99.9% sure she is not a real vampire. I am pretty sure that we'll eventually prove it in the game. However, I do feel like she's eventually going to get murdered by a vampire, because that's typically how crazy people end up dead. They believe they are some sort of magical creature, and they die by the same thing that they think they are. It would have been hilarious if there was just a single random werewolf in the game that just popped up just to kill her. Like, she thought she was a vampire. She screamed out she was a vampire, and a werewolf said, "Bet, you're a vampire I can eat. You're weak, I can smell it. And if you think you're a vampire, then you don't need to be alive, because they'll eventually turn you or eat you." I'm stupid, I'll admit it. I do stupid stuff, I say stupid stuff, I think stupid stuff. But stupid is part of my personality. Not because I am mentally stupid, but because I don't think. I don't want to think. If I wanted to think about things, I would go back to school. I'm here to play games, kick butt, drink blood, and murder things. And with my stories and little facts and all that, I'm not here to think that stuff out. I'm here to think of the stupid things and laugh at them. So forgive me if I say ignorant BS bullshit whenever I'm talking about things. Are we waiting on me? Are you? No? You're just at 100% and don't know what you're doing, right? Wow. You're an amazing game. 100% complete. It's been a minute, I believe, since you got to 100%. Hold up. Let me return to the main menu. Return to the main menu. And now let me go back into my game. Oh. Loading. I'm a new burn. Continue as many burn. Slow loading bar. That explained why I couldn't tell what was going on. It was probably loading in the background without giving me the actual loading bar. Oh, back here again? Okay, so I've already done the gun thing and everything. Yay. It just put me at the door for some reason. Probably to tell me to get out of here. It doesn't like me anymore.
I had better remain here until nightfall.
Or maybe I didn't sleep in the bed and shoot myself. I thought I already slept in the bed and shot myself. But no. Also, I don't like how circle B is sprint in this. And my left thumbstick is movement, and my right thumbstick is to control the camera, aka to turn.
None of it.
You know, where I can like turn my right thumbstick back and forth to turn my movement while sprinting. And then my left thumbstick I can technically move to my right, move to my left, and my character will turn some while doing it. But I can't see it. So I have to literally take my finger off of the trigger or bumper, pull it all the way back to the circle, stick my middle finger all the way forward so that my fingers aren't trying to cramp, and then put my right thumb on the thumb and have my right thumb on the thumbstick, just to be able to sprint and move around. Well, so now my middle finger's on the triggers, which is uncomfortable because if I try moving it down, for some reason it feels like it's stretching the area between my index finger and it, and if I lift it up, then it feels like I don't have a proper grip on my controller anymore, which is inconvenient and bothers me in so many ways. But circle has to be sprint. You can't change any of the controls in this game. I get it. The thing is, on a computer, which I believe this was probably designed for, or like back on PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 or something, you could probably have edited the controls. I don't know if you could have, but you probably could have. The game is currently being installed at 100%. Yep, it's 100% installed in the background. And yet, guys, I'm going to turn off the stream until I get past this, which is probably going to happen as soon as I get off the stream. there's no point in sitting here any longer with you guys when I can just let y'all, look at a different stream for it since nobody's actively watching this. And it's basically just going to be an hour-long video where 30 minutes of it I literally did nothing. So I'm sorry. I don't edit my videos or anything because I'm literally just starting and I don't know how. Not to mention I don't have a computer. I'm streaming directly from PlayStation 4. So yeah. I want to say peace out, guys. Don't die. And, good luck.